So at the minute you guys follow the instructions and you kind of delay your step going through the portal, you appear sort of in this weird, you're not in space, but you're like, reality seems to be sort of twisting, and you see the cosmos before you. Everything's dark, and immediately you see these huge beasts, which I would show you a picture, but they look exactly like this, on either side of the path, and they're kind of like floating by.
Do we just fight these things? Are they like naturally aggressive?
They don't appear to be attacking you right this second.
Yeah, but there's two of them. I don't know how I feel about fighting two of them.
By the way, as weird as this sounds, they're actually canon too. Yeah. All right, let's do turn order. All right, so Faraday goes first. So you're on this path, and you see a very clear edge to the path where sort of reality starts to get fuzzy. These worms don't appear to be affected by it, but you're a little nervous after what Arwen said to really go beyond that.
Yep. Our strategy was going to be to try to get one of the fangs off of it.
Well, they said this. She said the stinger is. I'm not sure where the stinger is really.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't see no stinger.
Alright, I guess we should just provoke it then.
Do they even have eyes to see it?
It has like an internal glow, which you're guessing comes from the light that it has absorbed over the millennia. But you just see like. You're not sure what those holes are on the side, whether they're eyes, but you can see into the creature.
Hunter's mark on this thing. And attack it.
Which thing? The top thing?
Yeah, the top one I'm near.
Okay. Alright. Its armor class is 21.
Okay, so those all hit.
Okay. 58 damage? Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty darn good. Alright, so you see Faraday come up to it and just start swiping away at it. As soon as he does the first attack, they all kind of both of them kind of turn and fixate on your party. Alright, so it's their turn. So this guy is going to come back and kind of like reorient itself on you. Mm-hmm. And cross into the space above the path. And it is just gonna, it's not gonna mess with any sort of magical thing. It's just gonna multi-attack. Let's see here. So he gets 3 attacks. And it's a weird combination. So this thing comes in for a bite, and then it kind of, as soon as it bites down, it turns its body and sort of rolls on top of you. And then if the animal chooses to do a stinger attack, it usually does it after that roll. The tail comes in.
Oh, so the stinger's on the tail.
Yeah. Yeah. All these are going to hit then. So it bites you, and that hits. So it's for 20 piercing, and then you need to do a dexterity save, and you have to get. It has to be above. Oh, you're lucky. All right. So he.
Above what? 27.
Yeah. So you save. He was trying to swallow you.
Oh, yeah. That would be not great.
All right. So he rolls. Once he realizes he's not going to be able to swallow you, he does a roll, and it actually hits you pretty hard. It was a 34. And take 15 bludgeoning damage. So he kind of wraps himself around you, looks like. So you're going to need to do a strength save. DC 19. Oh man, so lucky. All right. And he does not do a stinger attack.
But he's kind of wrapped around or nearby Faraday, right?
Yeah, he doesn't restrain him. So if he had failed, he would be restrained and grappled.
The reason I asked the question was just like how so weak to the stinger.
He doesn't do a stinger attack, so it's not. You don't think the stinger is within range.
Okay.
Are the backs of these things actually flat like that, or?
No, they're kind of like scales coming off of the back of them. I tell you what, you can do if you were aiming. Let's say if one does a crush attack or a stinger attack, I'll let you do like a called attack with like a -10 penalty to do specific damage in like a specific area of the body.
So set up for it, like when it doesn't, is what you're saying?
Yeah, so on your turn, this thing did a crush attack, so then you would be able to try.
Also, can I declare fury?
Yeah, on your turn. So this thing.
That last couple.
So this thing's going to move in, and it's going to attack more Loman. John, you get attacked for once.
Oh boy!
Aren't you excited?
Great.
John, these are going to hit, I think. What's your armor class? Let's see. Oh, yeah, both of them are going to hit. So I need you to do, on the bite, I need you to do a dexterity save. All right, so you failed. So you are swallowed by this thing. So you take 22 piercing damage from the bite. And the good thing is you don't get the crush attack because you're inside of him. So a swallowed creature is blinded and restrained, and you take 7 necrotic damage at the start of each of the glowworm's turns. So you take, at the start of each of the worm's turns, you'll take 7, and he crit failed on that damage roll, so 7 necrotic damage. I guess you would know this from other creatures that you've encountered. If you do a certain amount of damage, the creature will basically spit you up. All right, so Morloman is now inside of this creature. All right, and it's Burns' turn.
Okay, I declare fury. Sure.
All right, good thing. So just to clarify, just because you do a lot of damage on the outside doesn't mean he's going to be spit up.
So no guarantee.
It's the creature on the inside that, at least your experience with the other worm that the group fought in Toleracea, the damage had to be done on the inside.
To open its mouth?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to wait until one of them uses a sting attack and then aim at the stinger.
Okay, you can also do that on a crush attack.
On a crush attack?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll also do it there. If whichever one happens first. Yeah. Do I need to roll my stuff now or when it happens?
Well, you had a creature next to you do a crush attack. It's the one to the north.
Uh-huh.
The one that attacked Faradir. So I said if on its turn either one of them does a stinger or a crush attack, you can take a -10 penalty to do an attack at a specific area of the body.
Okay.
So you can do that.
To do it now? Okay.
That's the top one.
Top one. Cool. I can only use one attack, correct?
You can do 2.
2.
But you get a -10 to hit or something like that.
Yep.
Splintered spears. That sounds like an attack, right?
That's something. You break your weapon on them to do something.
Jeez, I don't know.
I think there's just a regular attack somewhere. I don't remember what's called. The life stealing one. Yeah, the one that says fury too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sort of like saying fury. You did it for me. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. You get 2 of those, I think.
Sure, can I just use it twice then?
Yeah. So the first one's going to miss unless you use advantage. Oh, actually, it's still going to miss. Yeah, because you get a -10 for that cold shot.
Okay. So, then I do it again.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Still missed.
Yeah. So if you're aiming for the area around the stinger, you're going to miss both times.
Jeez. I don't see you rolling much higher than 25. So maybe this isn't the best plan of attack. So I've already used those, so I'm out of attacks, right? Like I can't change where they're going.
Yeah.
I'll just tell you, their armor class is 21.
20?
21.
21. So you need to roll a 31. Yeah, it's tough.
It's not happening.
Well, you'd have to roll a 19 or 20, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's helpful then now.
Alright, Tesoro.
Alright, Tesoro's gonna change into Guardian form. Alright, I'm gonna take out half the doll.
Alright.
And,
Which is like a little puny pocket knife for your guardian form.
yeah, but he has really long arms.
So the first swipe is going to hit. And it's a called shot. So,
Nice.
wow, man, you were so close on the. Whew. Alright, so how much damage do you do to that particular region?
Is it a fiend?
No.
25.
Alright, so this particular area of the body seems to be somewhat sensitive. So you actually do 50 damage to it.
Where is that?
To the stinger portion, sort of like near. It has like a big, it looks kind of like a straight scorpion barb. As also has kind of like glowing blue a little bit, but it appears to be like a pretty sensitive part of his body. So the minute that you strike at this, both of them are going to take a legendary attack on Tesoro. So I guess the first one, oh shoot, it can't do a tail attack on you. That's unfortunate. So I guess the top one, the one that you hit, lets out a shriek. So all of you need to do a Wisdom save, DC 19.
Feels bad.
All right, so Burin, Zelindor, and Tesoro, you are all frightened. And
oh, wait a second. Can I use my Durance Stone?
what's it say?
All of your allies within 30 feet lose the frightened condition.
Is it a?
You have to use an action, though.
Is it an action or a reaction?
So I can
Take an action.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so you can do it on your turn.
Yeah.
So you guys can't willingly get closer to these things.
I'm as close as I want to be.
Yep. And the bottom one, Tesoro, does something called a death roll.
Oh God.
So it's
Not
gonna
like a death saving roll.
no. So it's gonna hit you. Roll a 29. Ouch.
What is the nature of this attack?
So it's basically let me read it to you. The glowworm can move up to half of its speed, and it makes a crush attack. Any structure or object in its space takes double crush damage automatically.
Crush damage?
Yeah. So
Never heard of this. Okay.
so you take so the crush attack. Did I roll to hit? Let me see.
No.
Okay, so the crush attack is a 19. Does that hit you?
What? A 19?
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Alright, so you take 50 bludgeoning damage.
I'm going to use my uncanny dodge.
Okay.
So that's my reaction.
Okay, you also need to do that looks like a strength save to be grappled and restrained.
So wait, I'm taking 25 damage, right? Because it's half.
Correct.
Okay. 0. Okay, and then what?
A strength save.
Strength save.
19 or higher. Oh, lucky. Alright. So Tesoro, as big as he is, manages to like kind of sidestep this death roll. So it looks a lot like the crush attack, and now this one is open to that stinger attack as well. All right, and it's Morloman's turn.
From one to the other.
All right, awesome. Okay, so let's see. What is it? Dexterity save? All right, so both of these guys take 40 lightning damage, and yet he doesn't spit you out. The one on top is bloodied, so it's Faradir's turn.
Is there any other benefit to hitting the call shot?
You think that if you do enough damage on the stinger, you can actually probably like disconnect it from the creature, but it also does double damage, right?
Okay. But it's not just the fact that it's doing double damage that gets us closer to getting the stinger. Action surge. And try to hit the stinger 6 times, but I'll probably only hit it once.
Oh, wow. So 44?
Yeah, 44.
Awesome. All right. The stinger is not coming off this round, but it is not looking very good. All right. On its turn, you see a sight that you wish you hadn't seen, and that's this creature coming from the other side of the screen. It can go this far, so he's coming for Zelindor.
No, he's not. So we just need to get one stinger, right? And then we should just pull.
Alright. And the other are going to, let's see, John, now you take 7 damage. Alright, and let's see. Top guy is going to multi-attack Faradir. Alright, so the bite is going to hit, and you take 11 piercing damage. And do a dex save, please. So you are not swallowed. The crush attack with disadvantage misses you, luckily. And he is doing a stinger attack on you. And with disadvantage, he misses.
Alright, sweet.
Alright, the bottom one is going to, let's see, who's he going to attack? I guess he's gonna come up here to Tesoro. He's gonna continue working on Tesoro.
Here we go.
So the bite attack is gonna hit and does 23 piercing damage.
There's feats you can take, Charlie.
And you need to do a dexterity save.
And I have to level up first.
Or what? Which attacks am I being hit by? Because I have abilities now.
Yeah. So you're so the bite attack was a 22. And he hit you for 23 piercing damage, and then you need to do a dex save to avoid being swallowed.
I'm going to use my, where is it?
Armor?
Yeah, my armor effect, and just say that it missed.
Then the crush attack is going to hit, and you take 21 bludgeoning damage. He like rolls on top of you, and then do a strength save, DC 19.
Wait, what is it? What is it going to do?
He's going to roll on top of you. And then you would be restrained and grappled.
Yeah, I'm going to use inspiration. Really wants to get this venom so that he can help the team out with what he needs to help out with.
Alright.
Become a tree. Also, he's in guardian form, so he feels the strength of the forest.
Alright.
One of his abilities.
Alright, so you like deftly dodging everything. And you get crushed a little bit, but you're still doing alright.
Wait, how much damage does that do?
21.
21, okay, I also have uncanny dodge still.
So he's like weaving in and out, getting hit a little bit, and he's like, ha! And then the stinger comes in and bangs him. And it does.
What we want then?
It does 23 piercing and 45 poison. And then
I'm at 37. Shit.
and then you need to do a con save. So 23 DC. So, you fail the save. You are poisoned for 1 hour. Let's see here. The creature that fails. Okay. You didn't fail by 10 or more, so that's good. So you are poisoned, which means. Do you know what that means, or do you want me to read it to you?
You read it, yeah.
All right. Poison creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Attack rolls and ability checks.
All right. And the glowworms are done. Burns' turn. So the other thing that happens to you when you get hit with the stinger, let's see here. Your dexterity goes down by 2, and your hit points max in your guardian form goes up by 10. And this has nothing to do with the glowworm. This is what happens when the poison is injected into you.
Oh, okay. So the dexterity is permanent?
Correct.
Okay, and then is the health permanent in my normal form too?
Just guardian form.
This guardian form, I get an extra +10.
Yep.
Okay.
And you guys, like, as soon as you see him get hit with the stinger, obviously it takes a lot of life out of him.
And +10 max health?
Yes, correct. But you see his color go from like a silver green to a more sort of brilliant amber hue.
Sweet.
Is that good?
I mean, we're getting the poison so we can, in a controlled way, give it to him.
Oh, that's true. Well, I just got the poison.
Right.
We need that anymore, right? Because I literally just got poisoned.
Yes, except that John is in the mouth of one of these creatures.
Okay, so we need to get him out and then leave, right? We don't need the stingers anymore.
We're at 11 o'clock almost. We have 5 minutes, though, to discuss which trial you want to do next, so I know what to prepare for if you guys survive this one. All right, so the trial of Yavanna will be to find the Telperian sapling in Meneltarma. Do you remember where Meneltarma was? There were 2 things about Meneltarma. The first is, let me share it with you.
Is this still above water?
Meneltarma is
Just the peak, right?
just the peak, just for a second. Marco, do you want to describe what Meneltarma or Numenor is for everybody who doesn't know?
So, in the Second Age, basically some set of the humans had helped fight against Morgoth, and as a reward, they were granted much longer life than regular humans, and they were given a place to live called Numenor, which was this big island in the middle of the ocean, the closest land mass to the land of the gods, and that's Numenor. But basically, they got greedy over time and wanted to be immortal fully, and then one of their kings, Al-Pharazôn, tried to invade.
Does Al-Pharazôn sound familiar to anybody?
Yeah, we fought him.
Yeah.
But basically, then Iluvatar brought the mountains down on them or something, and then sunk the island of Numenor into the sea. Pretty much everyone died except for.
Basically, they were the Numenorians were split into 2 factions: the good guys and the bad guys. The good guys settled in Middle Earth and became the Dunedain, which Marco's character is one of them. And then the bad guys sort of went south and became sort of the Black Numenorians, and you fought some of those guys.
They worship Sauron and Morgoth.
Yeah.
Because they believe that they could bring them eternal life or something.
Yeah. And so the place that you would go for this next trial would be just the highest point of Numenor, which is, legend has it, still above the water. And you were also, if I could share with you your quest journal, if you look in it, there's another thing about Meneltarma in here, which Charlie is going to like.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, Drambo Lake. There's an ancient axe from Numenor called Drambo Lake.
That's cool.
And so we have to seek out the cats of Queen Baruviel.
And Marco, you would know Queen Baruviel was a black Numenorian queen that lived in the Southland, not even on Numenor. But for some reason, you were told to seek out Idril and Tuor in the Tower of Pearl told you to seek out Queen Baruviel in Meneltarma. And remember, the axe, Dremberleg, was Tuor's axe, the father of Erendiel.
Oh, snap. Okay.
So you have two reasons to go to Meneltarma. The first is to find a sapling of Telperion, and the second is to find the Dremberleg.
Quick question.
Yep.
Like, can we not go to Minas Tirith to get it?
That's another. That would be an option, I suppose. But that's not what the that's not what the trial was.
Okay.
You guys are almost done with this fight. I hopefully you escape with unscathed. But we'll in between the two, you guys will level again. So we'll finish this fight next session. You'll level, and then you can go to Meneltarma.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. That was awesome.
This was super.
I have a question. So the getting bit by this, it's not going to turn tree right away.
You're not sure what's going to happen, but as soon as the venom entered your system, that's what happened immediately.
I'm guessing it'll just make me lose dexterity over time. Probably.
Yeah, you'll find out.
Take an Advil.
I won't be too cheap. I won't take advantage of you too much, Tesoro or Max. There'll be a solution for you, hopefully.
Oh. Hopefully I get some good stuff out of it. Aside from just losing all my dexterity. Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much. That was super fun.